lovely book dragons, and welcome back to another video, or welcome if you're new here. My name is Joanna and I like to talk about books on this channel, and today I am attempting a weekly reading vlog. I love watching these on so many people's channels and I thought I want to try it. I really want to try it. I don't think I've ever attempted a full week vlog. I did Charlottetown vlogs that were 2-week periods, but I wanted to attempt this, and we'll see how it goes. It could be that this never sees the light of day because I don't know how to weekly vlog. So today is Monday the 26th of July. It's my husband's birthday. Happy birthday, Melvin. And I'm currently reading 3 things. I hope to finish all these by Sunday. So probably that's like what, August 1st, and I'm still gonna count them as July reads because I read most of them in July. So let's talk about what I'm currently reading. I'm currently reading Sharp End by Joe Abercrombie, which is the collection of short stories, tales from the world of the First Law. So these are all set in the First Law universe, and they're just some short stories. I've read the first 2, so I'm right here. I tapped all of the short stories, as you can tell here. I won't focus on it, but yeah, I am currently slowly reading this, just taking it slow, reading 1-2 short stories per day, and then continue on with that. It's really fun so far. The first 2 that I read I really liked. One of them follows Glokta before the events of the Blade itself, and that was just so cool to see Glokta in the prime of his years, because we hear so much about it in the Blade itself, so it was cool to actually see it. Next up, I'm currently reading A Betrayal in Winter by Daniel Abraham, which is the second book in the Long Price Quartet. This is a bind up of all 4 books. I am not very far in, and this needs to be a priority because on Saturday I am on a live show about this book, and I hope I need to finish it by then. So that's going to be my main priority. So the book is not very long. It's only 200 something pages in this edition, but I read this very slowly. It takes me, in 1 hour I can only read 25 pages, so I have all this left, so I need to read that by Saturday. And the final book I'm currently reading, which I started last night on audio, is The Empire of Gold by S.A. Chakraborty. This is the final book in the Devabhat trilogy. Depending on how this book goes, the Devabhat trilogy is one of my all-time favorite trilogies. I love it so much. And yeah, I started the audiobook last night while I was coloring, and I was already just so happy to be back in this world, so happy to be back in with these characters and see how they're doing, what's going on. According to the audiobook, I'm 8% into this, and this one it's like a priority because it's what I really want to be reading. But I will be on a live show on Vicious channel on the 7th of August for this with Abby and Ali, and so it is a priority, but my main priority has to be A Betrayal in Winter, which I love, but I am very slow at reading this. I'm in the middle of chapter, what is it, 1? Yeah, so I'm in chapter 1. I already have so many tabs from just the prologue and the little bit of chapter 1 I've read. Like, I want to show you, I've only read this much, and I already have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 tabs. Yeah, that's how good these books are. They are fantastic, and I can't wait to get through them, but it's just that I'm so slow at reading them because I like to enjoy every little thing, like every bit of it. So that is what I'm currently reading, these 3 books. I really want to make these 3, finish these 3 by Sunday, and we will see how it goes. I had originally planned to be reading Tower of Dawn this week and Bands of Mourning because I did read Alloy of Law and Shadows of Self this month, but then I decided that it would be too much pressure to put this for next week, it's what I'm doing with Betrayal in Winter, and I already feel the pressure of finishing it on time. So I decided to finish these 3 books this month and then tackle my August TBR. So welcome to this attempt at a weekly reading vlog. I don't think that today I'm going to be doing a lot of reading, maybe a little bit here and there, but today is Melvin's birthday, like I said, and so we are gonna see if one of his best friends is safe to come over with his girlfriend, so maybe they're gonna come and have some cake with us tonight. So yeah, I don't know, I don't think we'll be doing much reading because we're also gonna go eat out, and there won't be much time for reading, but I will keep you posted on how I'm doing. Worst case, I'll see you tomorrow morning to update you on today's reading. I'm gonna be focusing the little bit of reading I can do on this unless I'm exhausted, and then I'll switch to an audiobook. So that is it for today. It's already 5 minutes. Yeah, is this how you weekly reading vlog? I don't know. Hey guys, it is Tuesday night and I just got out of the shower, as you can clearly tell by my very wet hair. And I just wanted to update you because yesterday we ended up actually taking the day off. I stopped working at 11 a.m. because it was Melvin's birthday and he got the day off, and so I took the rest of the day off. And then, as you saw from some of the clips, we went to Luxembourg City and we had a super nice lunch there, and then we came back home. And then in the evening, my parents came and we had cake together. We watched a movie, but I did end up reading 50 pages yesterday of A Betrayal in Winter, and it is so good so far. I don't have a lot of battery, but tomorrow I will, because I'm going to charge the camera, and then I will be reading some of the passages that I've been loving. Non-spoiler, of course, just like some of the best quotes in this book. This series has such good quotes, and I will share them with you because I love them. And so today is Tuesday. Like I said, we had a lot of rain, as you saw. Our basement flooded again. It is the second time in 2 months, so every month we've had a flood in our basement. It was not as bad as the first time this time around. Also, we didn't have a lot of stuff anymore because we threw it all away the first time. So we ended up cleaning it earlier today. I just exercised. And so I hope that we can now enjoy a cozy evening. It doesn't seem like it's raining too hard right now. It's actually not raining at all, so thank the Lord that's the case, because now when it rains I have like major anxiety attack. So tonight I'm gonna go read A Betrayal in Winter. It's gonna be my main focus just because I want to finish it on time for the live show, which is, by the time you've seen it, is already out, so I will link it up here. It's gonna be with Kate and with Alan and with Pete, and I'm so excited to talk Betrayal in Winter with them. Should I tire of physically reading, I will switch over to my audiobook of The Empire of Gold, which I'm currently listening to while I color. And since I have had a bit of anxiety today due to the rain and the flood, I may just read a little bit of this because it's just super relaxing for me. It's just super cozy, and yeah, so maybe I will do some of this, but I'm not entirely sure. And we are currently watching a movie that we started last night, and we will be finishing it out tonight as well. So I don't know 100% how much reading I'm gonna get done tonight, but I am gonna go read a little bit now. And yeah, I will update you tomorrow when I have more news. Hey guys, it is a Thursday morning right now, and I didn't update you yesterday. Not that I didn't do any reading, I just didn't feel like updating the vlog. Today, like I said, it's Thursday. I am going to the hospital in about 2-ish hours to get a checkup on my leg. I should be fine, but it's just a regular checkup after surgery to see that everything is fine and that I can actually drive again. So, yesterday I read another 60-ish pages of A Betrayal in Winter, which is absolutely my priority read for the week, and I am loving it. I almost cried. I messaged Kate and Katrina with like passages that hit me in the feelings and were so emotional, and I just loved so much. So it's been a phenomenal experience. Honestly, it's like this kind of situation where I gave A Shadow in Summer 4 stars because I knew it wasn't the best that it could be. And now that I'm reading A Betrayal in Winter, it's so much better that I would want to go back and give A Shadow in Summer 3 stars. But I did love Shadow in Summer. Like, I really, really enjoyed it. But Betrayal in Winter is just knocking it out of the park so hard that it makes me want to down the rating of that one so that this one is even more impactful. So that is still my main goal for today. I'm going to go into the hospital, so it's going to take a few hours, and then I come home, and I think that I'm just going to be reading a little bit here and there. I don't think I'm going to be getting a lot of reading done today. But if I do read, it's probably going to be A Betrayal in Winter because I do want to finish that one tomorrow. That would be my goal. My goal would be to finish that one tomorrow, so Friday, and then over the weekend finishing out Empire of Gold and continuing on in Sharp Ends or finishing even Sharp Ends. That would be ideal. I don't know how much battery I have left, but I did want to talk about something that bothers me so much. So I bought The Forgetting Moon in hardcover, and the hardcover for its sequel, The Blackest Heart, on my Amazon just doubled prices, and there's only 2 left. So I feel like I have to buy the freaking hardcover on a Book Depository now because it's a little bit cheaper on there. Even though I don't know if I'm gonna love the first book, just because they run out, and then they never come back in stock, and it's just so annoying. And I don't know if they won't come back in stock, because I thought back when Strange New Dreamer was a thing, the first one, the UK hardcover, I was like, I don't need to buy this now because I won't read it now. Therefore, I don't have to buy it immediately. I can just wait until they come out again with those hardcovers. Little did I know. Same for Nevernight, same for all those UK hardcovers. And so for this one, I don't know if it's just right now it's out of stock or if it'll come back. And then I just hate that they create this sense of scarcity with books, and then you have unmatching books on your shelves, and Melvin doesn't understand that. He's like, if you read for the covers, then you need to buy the book. If you read for the story, you can just have books that don't match. I'm like, no, you don't understand. I don't. So I hate that situation. I hate that this happens with books and covers and everything, because I just want my books to match, and stop putting hardcovers out of stock. Just stop it. I need them to match, but I don't want to buy everything ahead of time, and then I have a million series on my shelves that I haven't even started. But I will buy the hardcover now, because I don't want to risk that it's gone and then I don't have it. Anyway, I'm going to be starting The Forgetting Moon on Sunday or on Monday probably. So I will quickly know if I like it or not, and then I'll buy it, I think. So I'm going to read the first 50 pages and figure it out. So that was my little rant of covers and hardcovers and all that kind of stuff. And now I'm going to go work, and then in 2 hours my mom's going to pick me up to drive me to the hospital, and then I will let you know if I read anything. And yeah, that is my update for this fine Thursday morning, and the weather is still crap. Hey guys, it is Friday morning, and I just filmed a bunch of videos, so I decided that since I'm in my get up, I did my makeup, I'm sitting here, might as well just update this vlog. So last night I read up to page... So my book is like, I have the bind up of Betrayal in Winter, so I have like 50 pages left of Betrayal in Winter, and it's so good. It is so good. I was thinking again about what I told you about how Betrayal in Winter is making me want to go back and give A Shadow in Summer a lesser rating, and I don't agree with myself anymore. I think that Betrayal in Winter is making me appreciate A Shadow in Summer even more. It's making me see how, because of that book, how much I love and care for these characters. I love Mati and Ota so much right now. There's a scene in this book that had me almost crying. So this book is set 14 years after the end of the first one. And when friends reunite after so much time and so much has happened, and there's really hard feelings there's things that went down that, yeah, not easy. And that, I mean, I have goosebumps just thinking about it. That scene, I almost cried. I think I told you about that scene before, which I don't want to say what it is, of course, because spoilers. But just such powerful moments in those books. And because A Shadow in Summer spends so much time building up these characters and making you care for them so deeply, A Betrayal in Winter is just... everything. It's just everything. It has everything I love. It has strong characters, strong character relationships. It has political intrigue, so much political intrigue. It has a compelling plot, which the first one didn't have so much, at least not for me. This plot is way more compelling to me because we, as a reader, know everything that's going on, but the characters don't, and trying to see them figure it out is just so... I love it. I love it so much. I love it so much. I'm hoping to finish this today and update you later on it. Because yeah, once I'm done. And then tomorrow, we're not going to be having the live show on Pete's channel anymore. It should be on Alan's channel now. Yeah, that is it. I am aiming to finish A Betrayal in Winter today. That is my main goal. And then if I can, I will of course continue with my audiobook of Empire of Gold, which I haven't touched. I'm really putting all my focus on A Betrayal in Winter. But this is definitely a weekend plan. I don't really know how far I am into it. Probably like 10-ish%. So I would have to do a lot of reading this weekend, but still, I think I can do it because this book is just amazing. I love it so much. And I'm still just a few chapters into Sharp Ends, which this is a collection of short stories. I'm not super fussed about getting through them quickly. So I will just probably carry this one into August, which I should have put in my August TBR, but I didn't. So which August TBR will be the link up here as well. So that is kind of where I'm at with my reading. I have to go to work right now. And yeah, I will catch you later with my reading. Guys, it is Friday night, and like I promised, I was gonna come update you once I'd finished A Betrayal in Winter, which is the second book in this quartet bind up, and I just finished it like 3 minutes ago or something like that, maybe 5. I had a cup of coffee since. But guys, this book is without the shadow of a doubt a 5-star read. I loved it. So A Betrayal in Winter is the sequel to A Shadow in Summer, which is the second book, like I said, in the Long Press Quartet, written by Daniel Abraham. This book takes place 14 or 13 years, like I said early in this vlog, I think, after the events of the first book. And we follow the characters and the fallout of what happens in the first one, and how the relationship have been estranged over this time, and how things have evolved. So A Shadow in Summer was, I'm going to be doing a review of the first two books and then the last two books together, because you have them individually, but you also have this big bind up, but you also have bind ups of the first two and the last two, which are like, I don't remember what they're called. It's like Shadow in Winter or something, like Summer and Winter, something like that. Shadow and Betrayal, I think, and War and Price or something like that they call it. I don't remember, but it's something like that. The first book is quite slow paced in my opinion, and it is because it takes time to set up these characters, especially our main characters of Ota and Liat and Itani, and of Mati. So you have these characters and you're following them, and you follow them as they are in this age where they are very passionate and they do things because of their heart, and they follow what they think is right, as you would when you are a teen or / in your early 20s. And I really enjoyed the first book, but it was sometimes a bit difficult to get to. Like, there were moments where I would completely forget that I was reading it, or that I just didn't even care to get back to it. I was forcing myself through it a little bit. I still really enjoyed it. I make it sound like it was a bad book, but it wasn't. I really enjoyed it, but it wasn't something that I was always eager to get back to. It wasn't very action-packed. Honestly, I would say, I think that even Alan said this in his review, there is absolutely no action in that first book. It is all political and character driven, which I love, but sometimes it makes it that when you're feeling a bit slumpy, and please bear in mind, I read the first book after the Olympics readathon. So after the Olympics readathon, I was super slumpy to begin with. And then I was reading a book that wasn't really action-packed, that wasn't propelling me forward with its narrative. It was just a very interesting character study and a political study, which I love in a book. But at that moment in time, it wasn't exactly what I needed. But I had to read it to get to Betrayal in Winter, which I'm going to be a part of in the live show. So as much as I liked the first book, I was a bit worried about picking up A Betrayal in Winter. And guys, I cannot express how much I love A Betrayal in Winter. This book did everything I love and more. I love this book so much. On the complete flip side to A Shadow in Summer, I was always looking forward to picking this up. I started this one pretty early because as much as the books are not long, so A Betrayal in Winter is 218 pages of this bind up. So you'd say 218 pages, you can read that in a day. And maybe you can, but I read 25 pages per hour of this book. Granted, they are tall pages, the font is pretty dang tiny, but simply because I want to absorb everything that's happening to the characters, happening in the plot, happening in the world and in the politics, I read this very slowly. So I gave myself a ton of leeway to start this, and I even thought I would have to read some of it tomorrow right before the live show, but I finished it tonight because it is just so dang good. I just couldn't stay away from this book. I put everything else on hold. I am currently reading two of my favorite authors. Like, you know, I'm currently also reading this and this. And I was okay putting these two down, which I didn't think was going to happen, just in order to continue with this, because it was so good. I wanted to read some quotes to you. Nothing spoilery, just like beautiful quotes, you know, sentences that could be like on a Pinterest board or something like that, because there's so many, and there's so many that go right into the topics that matter to me. So I just want to show you something, how crazily I annotate this. So this first part here is A Shadow in Summer, and I don't even know if you can tell, but I have so many tabs. This is A Shadow in Summer, and A Betrayal in Winter has a few less tabs, I think, but still, I mean, so many tabs. So many tabs. So many tabs. Okay, so here's one of the first quotes I wanted to share with you, which I thought was just so good. And it says, "Never assume you can survive the future because you've survived the past. Everyone thinks that, and they've all been wrong eventually." And it's so true. I feel like sometimes we all think that, oh, we've gone through this before, or through hard things in the past, so we'll be fine. But at some point, you know, and it's a little bit of a bleak quote, but if you know me, I love that kind of stuff. Here's a short one, but a good one. Love he discovered could feel very much like sorrow. I think that that is so beautiful, just so beautiful. Oh, and here's one that resonated with me on so many levels, and I love this one. It's making me want to cry. So this quote says, "It's the problem in seeing too much of the world and loving too much of it. You can only live in one place at a time, and eventually you pick your spot, and the memories of all the others just become ghosts." This is it's so close to home. So if you don't know, my family's from Portugal, and I didn't grow up there. I wasn't born there. I was born here in Luxembourg, but I did visit often. And when I was there, I was with my family. It felt like being home, like where my culture comes from, where so much of me came from there. For a very long time, I didn't associate Luxembourg as being home. I just associated it as it being the place where I was currently living, but not home, you know? And so later on, I left Luxembourg to go to university in America, and then I realized I was missing Luxembourg and Portugal as home. And then I was in America, never thought of it as home, or not for a while. And then when I came back here in between semesters, I realized America is a part of my home now. Like, it is a place that I can call home because of the memories I've made there, the things that it has brought me, what it has taught me, how it has shaped me. And then I came back here to live here, and I miss those places. I miss America. I miss Portugal. And when I will leave Luxembourg eventually to move somewhere else, there will always be these places that will have shaped me, and even places I've just traveled to. Like The Hague in the Netherlands is a place that I've gone to multiple times because it is a place where honestly my anxiety is at its lowest when I'm there. I love The Hague. It is one of my favorite places on earth. I just love going there, and there's nothing particularly particular about that place where you would say, yeah, I could totally see why she loves it. I mean, you could probably, because there's like a city and the beach and everything else, but it's not like anything, wow, I could totally see. Like if I told you Bali was like a place, that you would probably say, yeah, okay, but it's Bali. But here it's like the Netherlands, really, The Hague, and it's like a place that it has a piece of me, it has a piece of my heart. And this quote I love because of that. It's like you see so much of the world, and then you could only choose one place to live, and then all the other ones just become ghosts. Like this quote was just so beautiful. And these books are filled with beautiful quotes like that, with moments where it hits you right in the feelings. And the other tabs are all for character moments and plot and political, but the character moments in this, I won't read any of the character stuff because it's huge spoilers, but it just hits you in the feels. And like there are moments where I want to cry, moments where I want to cheer, moments where I'm so worried about the well-being of our characters that I don't know how some situations are going to play out. And I love how these books are quiet, and in their quiet state they become my favorites. They are quiet favorites. I don't know if this makes sense. I sometimes explain things in a weird way, and then some of you in the comments say, I totally know what you mean, that's totally how I feel. And I'm like, oh, thank the Lord. But you know, there's some books that are like Rage of Dragons, for example. It is a favorite when I read it, but it was like it came into my life like bells and whistles, and everything was blowing, like so much noise, because that's how the book is. But these books are the ones that kind of like sneak up on you, and they're so calm and quiet, and you love them. And they're not the books that you're going to be yelling about, because they're not books that you would yell about. They're books that, I don't know how the editing of these clips will be, but when I was trying to tell you about A Shutter in Summer, I kept on pausing. I kept on pausing and I kept on pausing, because these books live so much in my heart and so much in my head, but mostly in my heart. And I just love them. I just love them so much. And I can't wait to continue on with An Autumn War. I think it's going to be amazing. It's Alan's favorite, I think, of the trilogy. And I think Katrina's favorite was Price of Spring. And I think that, I don't remember. I need to check what Kate's favorite was, and I don't remember what Klaus' favorite is. But I just know that An Autumn War is a big contender for people's favorite book. And I think it may be a little bit more action-packed because of the title. And I honestly just want to continue on with the series at this point. I just want to read the next one, but I'm currently reading the other two books. And then if you've seen my August TBR, it's pretty jam-packed. And plus, I really want to be reading An Autumn War with Ben and Grace, whom I buddy read A Shadow in Summer with Grace. And then because of the live show, I had to move Betrayal in Winter up, so I couldn't buddy read it with Grace, which I really missed, because I love talking with her about the books. I loved it so much. I'm honestly very much looking forward to buddy reading An Autumn War with Ben and Grace, who are two of my favorite people that I've met this year, talking about a favorite series. I mean, it cannot get better than that. So it is now 9 something on Friday night, and since I have finished this, let's put this away. I think that my next step is simply going to be to continue on with The Empire of Gold. Like I said, I don't really know exactly how far I'm into it, but I'm listening to the other book as I'm doing some coloring in the living room. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go downstairs, I'm gonna color for the rest of the evening. Melvin is doing game night with one of his friends, so they're online gaming. So it is prime reading time for me. And this is what I want to continue on. I would love to finish this on Sunday. So technically I'll have finished it in August, but I am counting it as a July read because I will have read a lot of it in July. So this is my weekend plan. If I can advance a little bit in this, I would love to be honest. But like I said, I'm not too fast. They're short stories. I'm just gonna squeeze a few here and there and then finish this when I can. But yeah, this is not going to be my priority. Hey guys, it is Saturday, and actually last night I didn't end up reading anything else. I ended up editing a video which you have now seen, and that is the first lines ranking of fantasy books, and that took me quite a bit of time to edit that one. So I did that last night instead of reading, which was fine because I was very, very tired. However, today it is now, I don't know, around 5 o'clock. I've been reading a lot of Empire of Gold by S.A. Chakraborty. I have been listening to the other book, and I honestly still don't know how far into it I am. I may be around page 240 or something like that. So right around here, I would say. There's still a lot of book to be read, but I have made quite some progress, and I'm really happy about that. I am loving this book so much. Like that's not really a surprise, is it? I love this series. I love this first 2 books. I've read them twice, and I knew I was gonna love this. And stuff is starting to go down now. Some revelations are starting to happen, and I am having a really, really good time reading this. I hope to finish it tomorrow, so it will be my first finished book in August, but I don't know if I'll count it as an August read. I'll probably still count it as a July read because I will have read most of it today, and even if not, I still want to count it as my July read. And yeah, I just wanted to say that I am currently reading this, and I'm really enjoying it. I just really like seeing our main characters and them discovering things, and them coming to conclusions about themselves, about their lives, about the people around them, and about their ancestors who may have lied to them, and the things that were hidden. So I am having a grand old time with The Empire of Gold, and that is going to be my main focus for the rest of the weekend. I am not planning on continuing on with this for now, because like I said, short stories, I am not really fast. I don't even know if I'll get to a little hatred in the month of August with my huge TBR. So yeah, this is my plan. Plus tomorrow I'm starting The Forgetting Moon by Brian Lee Durfee because it is the 1st of August, and with Abby we decided that we were going to start it, and we were able to lure Sam into our buddy read. So Sam, if you're watching, I'm really happy that you're joining us. I'm so excited to start this book with you guys. And yeah, that is it for now. I just decided on a whim that I wanted to film a video, so I got ready, I filmed a video, and I decided, well, while I'm at it, I'm going to just film the update for the vlog, as I do every time I do film a video. And the video that I decided to film on a whim, you may also have already seen, is a if you like this fantasy book, you like this adult fantasy, and I'm really happy with it. That is it for me for now. We'll see how the day continues, and then I'll keep you posted. Hey guys, it is Monday today, and I'm here to close out this reading vlog because yesterday I didn't vlog, obviously, otherwise you would know. But yesterday I was pretty busy, so I woke up, I went and did groceries, and then we went on a 5-kilometer walk, then we came back, and then I was just feeling like cleaning. Like, I don't know, that almost never happens when you just feel like cleaning your whole house. So I did that. I threw on my audiobook of Empire of Gold, I cleaned, and then I just like enjoyed my day, and then I didn't feel like vlogging. So I am happy to report though that I did finish Empire of Gold yesterday, so technically on August 1st, but I'm counting it as a July read, even though I still think I read more yesterday than in July, but I'm still counting it as a July read. And I absolutely loved it. It was a 5-star read for me. Of course, I love that series so much, and it is now one of my all-time favorite trilogies. If you don't know anything about the David Bott trilogy, the first book is City of Brass, and we follow a con woman named Nari who lives in the streets of Cairo, and she kind of just has to make a living for herself as a con artist. And one day she performs this healing spell, and she accidentally summons a djinn, and he comes to save her from these ifrit that are trying to get to her, and he whisks her away to the magical city of Devabad, where there she realizes that there is magic, there are jinn, there are all these different types of magical creatures and magic that she can do, and the story kind of goes from there. And it is such a magnificent series. I love it so much. I love the setting, I love the writing style, I love the characters so much, I love the story, I love everything about it, and I'm so happy that I was finally able to finish it out, and I'm so happy that I loved the conclusion. I gave each book in the series 5 stars, and for me they just get better and better, even though I still think maybe Kingdom of Copper, I don't know. No, actually, I think they just get better and better. It's just that I've read City of Brass and Kingdom of Copper each twice, and so I love them a lot. But I think that upon a reread again, when I reread Empire of Gold at some point, I will stick to this statement that they just get better and better, and I loved it so much. So as a recap, this week I was able to read A Betrayal in Winter, which I gave 5 stars, and Empire of Gold, which I gave 5 stars, and incidentally these were my first 2 5-star reads of the month, so this was a successful reading vlog. And I am gonna leave you here, and I will immediately start next week's reading vlog because I did really enjoy doing this. I want to attempt doing reading vlogs for at least a month or so and then see how it goes, because I love watching them, like I said, and I love that these are kind of like a diary of how you feel while you read, which is originally, except for practicing the English language, the reason why I started this channel. I think I'm going to continue on, and then I'll see how I enjoy them, how you guys enjoy them. Let me know in the comments down below if you like them. Let me know if you like B-roll, because I've had this discussion with Ali about how some people like B-roll, some people don't, and I think it depends on the channel you're on and what kind of content you like to see. I know I love B-roll from other creators, but I am interested in knowing what you think of it, and if you like it, if you just want timestamps to say, okay, this is B-roll, you can skip to this point. So let me know about all of those things in the comments down below, and if you just want to let me know that you were here, leave a little camera emoji and let me know what you read this week and what you like. That's gonna be it for me today. Thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, happy reading. Bye guys.